Guys, we're going to make this quick this morning so you can get into your day and crush your entire week. Sound good? So first things first, what you guys can do is win stuff. Here's how you win things. You subscribe to the YouTube channel, my YouTube channel, comment on my YouTube videos, share my YouTube videos into social media, tagging myself or my business page in it. And one person every week is going to win something. So there's that. All right. Now, let's just get into the meat. Let's just rip it open here, okay? The mindset that you need to adopt to quit your job and never need one again. Let's get real. This is going to be a tough love Monday morning for you, okay? You guys know that I love you a ton, and that is the reason that I give it to you straight. Okay, I'm not going to fluff things up. I'm not going to make things sound prettier than they are, and I'm not going to make things sound easier than they are, okay? Now, whenever it comes down to the tactics of building a business and the do this, do that, do this, do that, wash, rinse, repeat, is that simple? Yeah, absolutely it is. The thing you have to get past is your own head, okay? In order to be able to be a person that quits their job, that does the crazy thing, and quits their job and goes and does something else, is you have to get through this speed bump of your own mind, okay? And so the mindset that really needs to be developed here, you guys, is a mindset of, I'm doing this. I'm doing this, win, lose, or draw. You got to stick with it, you guys. I had a friend of mine message me this morning, and man, I don't know if you're watching right now. I'm not going to say his name because I didn't ask him if I could, but so freaking proud of him, you guys. Not only has he's gone through the tough times, he's gone through the stuff where, you know, it's a little hit and miss, and you're like, I'm going to keep going, and now it's hitting, and he gets it, and it's working, and it's going. And you guys, everybody goes through the period of, I don't know if this is going to work. I don't know. And most people slough off at that point. And maybe you have sloughed off before. But here's the beauty, is that even if you have sloughed off before, that does not mean that you cannot start again and choose not to fall away from your dreams again. Even if you've done it before, and I would venture to say most people have. Most of us with an entrepreneurial spirit, we have gone at it, and we have gone at it, and we have gone at it, and we have gone at it, right? That's what we do. It's like it's in our DNA to do that. It's like we're the wind-up toy that just doesn't ever need to be wound up again. We go and we run into something, and we back up, and we go and run into something else, and that's just an entrepreneur. God bless us. That is how we are made, okay? But the mindset that you need to cultivate within yourself is, entrepreneurs are not necessarily born. Some people are because of just skill sets that they naturally have and that they've picked up through life, okay? Some people naturally have a personality style that is a driver, that is they drive towards things. And so we call those entrepreneurs or leaders because they're natural drivers. But everybody else, the whole other 75% of the population, guys, the whole 75% of the population can still be entrepreneurs, but the thing that you have to cultivate is just this tiny thing. You have to commit to your vision. You have to say, I'm going to do this thing. This is my vision. I'm going for this. And then you have to be okay with it happening in a way that is different than what you expected. I'm going to let that one sit for a second. You commit to your vision. You do not give up. You do not give up. And you're okay if it ends up happening in a way different than how you expected. I've never seen it actually happen the way somebody expected. Never. I've read a lot of autobiographies. I've read a lot of biographies. I geek out on that stuff, on successful people and how they got where they are and all of that. That's just my thing. One of my things. Nobody ever got where they thought they were going, the way they thought they were going to get there. And so a lot of people slough off and fall away from their dream because it doesn't look like what they thought their dream was. And so all of a sudden they feel like they're going off course because this don't look like what I thought it was. Well, hey, listen, commit to the vision and allow for it to happen the way that it happens. Does that make sense, guys? That's what we have to do. It's what you have to cultivate in your mind in order to be able to crush, guys. You have to. If you don't, it's going to be a massive disappointment to you. Commit. It's not hard to commit, especially when you have people around you supporting you. If you do not currently have that, I have a group and it's totally free. Families Creating Legacies. The link, I believe, is in the description of this video. Go there. It's thousands of people doing the same thing that you're doing. This is what we're doing, guys. That you can have whatever you want. It's cliche, but that's because it's true. Have you ever noticed a lot of cliche stuff? You're like, oh, there is a little truth to that. Well, that's why it's cliche. That's why everybody says it, because it's true. You can literally have whatever you want. The thing that is stopping you, you guys, is your own doubt. It's your own looking at what you're getting and thinking it's not what you wanted. And not realizing you're actually being given what you wanted in a totally different, new, and creative way. You gotta allow for that, or else you don't get it. Okay, happy Monday. I'm out of here. Love you guys.